All right.
Good. Thanks for help with that.
Yeah.
All right. Are we gonna say that we have, oh, yeah, we're live. Everybody, microphone, audio, and video is on. So please don't make fun of me in front of my friends. Say that for awful.
I see one person watching.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
So
mom.
they're all there. That's good.
Mom, so they're all there. One friend. Hey, mom. Thank you, mom. Thank you for watching. To be my one viewer, and that's Brian Fredrickson. He's in Evansville right now. If you want to come beat his dad.
All right, so. Well, that's good because you know what we can also do. Ninth, yeah, the thing, yeah, so I'm trying to. Did you see another table? We've got, I'm almost thinking that we can really even bring the chairs out. I don't think we bring the chairs. I mean, I guess for lunch, we can tell them to bring them out and then put it back up. That'll keep them standing up and not asleep. Well, don't look at it, let me tell you. Yeah, it'll be in the other box. That's back there. We need to put those, okay. I was just thinking, we're gonna take this canopy out, right? We're gonna take it outside? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Work under it, and then that way every picture's got joined in. Yeah. No, my thought process is, wouldn't it be kind of cool, which we could still move this, I'm just gonna say, would it be kind of cool to like have the t-shirts like under there for right now? So it's like, you know, and that could be the thing, but we can do whatever. We don't do it all out there. Yeah. Are you serious? Good job, man. So, what are we gonna do? Oh, like that, okay. That's 2X, that's just all that's out. I think so. Small size. What size is that? Large.
You don't know why? What?
Well, I think that's probably why she did it, because they were.
All right. If you're listening, I'm not monitoring the comments really that quick, but Robert Evers says, oh, Mrs. DJ Evers said she'll sign the tent, so you better. She, yeah, oh yeah, trust me. When she starts yelling at me, she can.
Those Texas women, So
I came all the way over there to show you guys these shirts. Well, you might not want this one. This one just fell on the floor. If I was going to design a shirt, it wouldn't look like this, but the design when it came out on the shirt is totally freaking cool, especially that FWA strong. It looks like an outlaw, like what you would find on the back of a motorcycle jacket or something like that.
No, my daughter came up with that.
I know.
She changed it without any authority.
She didn't have no permission
No,
to do this.
she did it, and I'm like, I don't know
Does
what I
that
saw.
not look cool?
I like it though. It came out nice.
Yeah, they need to make some for some. Well, they have big sizes, so they do have double X's, but
yeah, she changed
we need.
the order and changed it and added that logo because she liked it, so it worked out.
It's what Bob Ross would call a happy accident. All right. No, she did a good job. Well, that's the goal, so I don't even know if you even have to. Oh, yeah. I also had to put some other stuff in there too.
What's up? How are you? Good to see you.
We're live on Facebook right now. Yeah. Give a shout out to your what's the name of your fence company? I forgot.
Ideal.
Ideal Fence. In what city?
Kokomo, Indiana.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And what's the phone number?
And FWA, the women of FWA. So
Women of FWA. You got two reps. You got more reps from the women of FWA than you got the FWA.
I know that. I know they're taking over. Oh, did you try that till next figure? Yeah.
JC Gurry Fence University stickers. Those are awesome. Yeah. Robert and Amber both said they like the shirt.
And he's on 2 smooth operators.
At 5.
Have you seen it here?
no, I haven't. I just got here.
All right, Brian and Sean are gone, so Amber and Robert, I'll get you a T-shirt. Don't worry about it. But I had to wait till you left, so I'll get you T-shirts. Just make sure you remind me. All righty. Check out what else came in. Look at that. You already know. I'll remind you. That's right, Mrs. DJ Evers. I'm gonna stop calling you Amber. I'm just gonna call you Mrs. Evers, Mrs. DJ Evers. So got those in. So we should have plenty for people to take home. And Brian was right. I should have brought some Las Vegas fence signs, but next time, next class. All right. I'll give somebody a shiny nickel if they can tell me if there's anything interesting on there that may or may not supposed to be on there. Anyways, My Fence Life is another podcast done by very, very old men. I mean, we're talking about like ancients. One of them went to high school with Jesus. So that's oh dang, you can't even see. That's one of them right there. So very, very old man. So if you're into podcasts with senior citizens on there, check out My Fence Life. They're going to have to play DJ Evers and I in a no holds barred checker match. So check out that podcast and watch them get beat at the fence show October 1st and 3rd. Shameless plug.
Oh, cool. Never touched one. Oh, yeah. About the operators is you only have to be good to be great, and it's not a memorization. Yeah. You know, but sometimes it's just intimidating. Oh, Sean gets a hold of it.
We got plenty of them.
Reinvent something.
Plenty of them.
If I get it. Well, no, I'm interested in seeing how he gets the no digs or whatever it is on a post. That's Kurt. So I guess he's gonna have to sleeve it.
Oh, no, he's not. He's gonna slide it at 1 7/8 or something. He's gonna slide this over.
He didn't tell us.
So we don't know.
He didn't tell us.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's the only way. That's gonna do. Yeah, 2x2.
Then I have to just see that.
This is what I want the box to look like when we're done, which is nothing in it. So you better come grab this stuff. All right.
I just had dinner, normally after dinner.
What's that?
Anything on your bill, man?
I was gonna go through.
Check.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, probably the regular Sean's.
Let's take some medication and I'll be back.
This would be a nice one.
That'd be a good one. Yeah, a lot of those groups are working. I'll work on more service stuff. We've never been married or anything. So, yeah. It's not that I have anything against them, I
want to be able to take care of my territory when it comes to what I need.
It's good money, it's good, comes to one sometimes. Yeah, we're trying to get these calls out in the service. Because eventually that operator is going to be replaced.
Right.
Sometimes the difference between getting your stuff in the service calls is we have that photo right correctly. We can call it correctly, is the difference when you getting calls in your warranty later. You get out there a week later. Every other day.
Well, that's why I want to learn something new. I'm eager about this.
And then, when I started getting into these classes, I remember it was just reading yeah, so we just pretty much, you learn from some of your company, but then you start watching VHS cassette. And it was King. My first love was King. You used to watch VHS cassette? All the time, I was so the defense companies, there was,
Yeah, you can kind of change it. That's why I marked I made it really well on the post.
Follow the yard signs. So wherever you see this stuff and Finch University and FWA signs, that's where you turn in. And don't park on the grass or you're going to make Mrs. King very unhappy.
we could obviously work. Good money, but I think they work. I think some
Have boxes. No boxes?
all the stuff is right.
When is it gone down? For decades?
Oh, you think so? Okay. All right, we got a lot of stuff to do, and we're taking off right now. But before I do that, I want to talk to you 1 second. You're not in trouble, but I'm going to talk to you for a second. All right, we're still live. Hey, it's Brooks. All right, just doing a little bit of behind the scenes, but I wanted to talk to you about the class and what's going on. And a couple of the things that I teach and my philosophies of the way that I teach. So first of all, I teach from a installer standpoint. So I'm concerned about you guys going to a job and getting as much stuff as you can get done efficiently and predictably. So when we just go to the trash and take the boxes out, there's a reason why I want to show you guys the unboxing process. Reasons why I want to show you the unboxing process. It is perfect for you guys that are doing it by yourself. You know where stuff's at and you know where to put stuff back. The other thing is if you have a helper while you're communicating with the homeowner, which we are going to do, we're going to be on a working farm here, putting in a dual solar gate operator, the nice high security 310 board with the solar option and the primary secondary cable. I already see one thing I like about the secondary because I haven't installed a dual version of these, and that is that the cable is already actually wired on there. So that's pretty cool. That's one less in this scenario. It's one less junction that we have to make. And sometimes that can not only cost you an extra $15, but it can also slow down the process just a little bit. I mean, you figure if you got 10 things that take you 10 minutes, there's an hour and 40 minutes that is getting killed from your day. So anytime that we can save a little bit of time, still provide the same exact reliability, we can take a look at it. But we're gonna do it in class, so you don't have to try to do it out in the field. You can do it from muscle memory in here. So everybody's going to get a little bit of an opportunity to do what they're not familiar with. So it's up to you to say, hey, I haven't done that before. I have, and then you guys can work on that. The other thing is, a couple other things are we are going to simulate, in essence, talking to the homeowner, what they want, what they don't want, what they're trying to accomplish, what they're not trying to accomplish, what they're going to be doing with the fence line, and so on. So hopefully from the beginning, we can look at some potential entrapment areas, some potential usability things that can happen, i.e. like where to put the exit probe. The further that you put it in the drive, the more that you lose come guest time, because that means you can't park any cars where that actual probe is, because it'll just keep the gate open if you're wanting it closed when you're having people over. So placement of that, the fence line, where the fence line is going to go to possibly work on where you're going to mount the gate operator housing. Entrapment areas where that's going to be, and things of that nature. So we're going to do loop layout. We're not installing any loops as of yet, but we're going to do loop layout and work on that part of it. So we're going to chalk them out where they should actually go, and then we're going to talk about the installation of loops on a swing gate, because it is different from a slide gate. You have one more function that you're going to do on a swing gate than you are on a slide gate, and that's a center shadow loop, depending upon who's calling that. So we're going to be doing a wireless keypad, which is the commercial version of the AK11, 9-volt battery. The instruction programming is all the same, but how we're going to install the gooseneck post for it is going to be a no-dig gooseneck post, which I have never done. So I'm interested in seeing how that goes, and what that looks like to be able to save having to pour the concrete in. And when you're a gate operator installer, if you're not doing pads, for the most part, you're not doing any concrete. Well, I take that back. You're doing the hinge posts and stuff like that. But from the automation standpoint, there's not much concrete involved in my day-to-day job. It's actually rare that I would actually have concrete on a job. And when I do it, I'm mixing it one bucket at a time. So it'd be interesting to see the no dig part of it. We're going to actually be using a different type of hinge than I've ever used before. We're going to be using it on an aluminum gate and aluminum post. What's the name of those hinges, Sean?
Just wrap around hinges.
What's the wraparound hinges? Oh, Digger Specialties. So that'll be pretty interesting to see that. I mean, can you imagine that right there? We're getting actually trained by fence owners. One of them is a pain in the ass, and that's the one that I'm pointing at right here. I'm actually pointing at both of them. But Brian's very particular about how he wants his gate operators to go in. And I know Sean is as well, too. So they're both fence and gate companies. Sean put in gate operators last week, and I'm sure his company is going to be putting in a couple weeks from now. Brian did a few gate operators last month and a bunch of chain link and iron fence. So we're going to be getting trained by people like me who own a gate company and people like these guys who own fence and gate companies. And I make that distinction because I'm not a fence installer. We do bid on fence and we do sell fence, but it's rare that I ever install anything other than a repair. So I want you to know that we're going to have a second opinion other than what I would normally teach from how to install a gate operator class from the premier leader in the industry of doing fence installation. So how do you like that little sales pitch there? But anyway, so I'm excited to see what their opinion is. I'm excited to see where they hang the gate, which is also going to be part of this. He told me that these hinges that they're going to use is going to have some adjustment in it. We're going to go step by step through my list that I do when I'm laying out a gate operator, installing gate operator. Set these limits on this gate operator a couple of times. So I'm excited to, if you will, relearn that process as well too. It's pretty easy, but every little switch on the control board, you got to know which one you're doing, the opening or the closing or whatever. So excited about that. We're going to do a primary secondary cable, and there's some things that you need to worry about that. And solar panels. This is going to be a solar installation. We're going to learn SOAPY, SOAPY. Size, orientation, angle, position, or why you're screwed. We're going to be doing the $100 bill test on a solar panel, and I will show you how small of a coverage that has to be on a solar panel to actually kill the solar panel and how to test it. There's a lot of people that tell you how to test solar panels just by testing voltage, and that is the last thing that you do when you're actually testing a solar panel. Voltage is potential. We need to see actually what the solar panel can do. So we're going to be doing that. And then the setup that you see behind us, in addition to the T-shirts and My Fence Life signs and FWA stickers and all that stuff, is we've got a couple of the popular receivers, a programmable receiver and a dip switch receiver. We're going to be going through how to set those, install those and set those up. Even just the basic stuff of actually doing the dip switches and how it's important to recognize open and closed version of the switch. Because if you set it backwards and a dip switch setting, it won't work if your receiver is set to the opposite way. So we need to know what on, off, and open close is depending upon how the manufacturer labels it. So excited about that. Because the more people that learn that, the less I've got to come back and fix it. And we're also going to learn just some general things on getting predictable results, which is, this is not a memorization game. You guys need to have your systems built in place in order to install gate operators. So what that means is pulling out the correct number of hoses, pulling out the correct number of extension cords, communication with the customer as far as how long we're going to block the driveway, how are they going to be able to get in and out in some of these urban areas. You need to know that, because if it's a one lane driveway, you need to let the customer know, if you've got to pick your kids up at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be here all day. So they need to go ahead and pull their car out. We're going to be talking about the results that you will be able to get when you go through that gate setup checklist, as well as your truck setup checklist. So for you guys that are fence installers, you may not know that you do need 2 sets of wire strippers, a wire crimper, and I'm going to be showing, and all those various tools. Some of the cordless impacts and stuff like that you guys already got, but some of the low voltage electronic tools you may not have. So we're going to review that. And the other checklist that we're going to be going over with is what's next. And a new gate operator installation, which is what we're going to be reviewing. That should be the question when somebody else is welding or somebody else is busy, is what's next? And that could be prepping the photo eye, that could be prepping and programming the receivers, that could be making the wire connections, prep them by stripping off the insulation, and so on. So we got a pretty full day, and we're excited about the class. We had a couple of tickets left, and I'm telling you, 15, 16 people that we already have set up on fenceworkers.org, and the other couple of people that are coming. 20 people is just a lot when you're learning how to install a gate operator. So we're excited that we got a full class, and I'll be out there Wednesday and Thursday doing the fence training, and you can go to Mr. Fence Academy on Eventbrite and see the class that they've got going on. And if you buy the gate operator class, he's discounting his tickets the same exact amount. So if you plan on coming to the fence part of it or want to learn the fence part of it, you basically get this class, and this is for free plus $300 credit at Mr. Fence Tools, plus a $200 keypad. And what else do we have? A couple other things. So excited about that. All right. It looks like they're almost done. So now's a perfect time for me to get off and pretend to help